So this one we finished.
Okay.
This one also finished.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one, we'll skip this actually, and then we finish this
Okay. The
division. I
skipped
think,
one we have to do. No.
yeah, I think that's because you told we'll do later because it's only like theory something because there's no assignment.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this one. Right. Right. So yeah, let us do this. Earlier, when you started the course, then it was little difficult, but now it won't be that much difficult because a mental level has, for mathematical point of view, your mental level is now enough to understand it.
Okay.
So we can come to the next slide. Let me take the pic of this. Yeah, next one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, next one. Okay, this is a question now. Fine. But what is the original graph? They have not given the original graph.
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, next one.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay. So first slide is very important and it seems a small slide, but it is having many concepts in it. Y is equal to A f of B into X minus H plus K. So there are few points which have been illustrated here. First point is if A is 0, less than 0, fx is reflected in the x-axis. So we will see all these points one by one. But before that, I will tell you a few points which are important before coming to this complicated function. What are those points? Let us take first point. If y is equal to fx is a function, and you are asked to plot the graph of y is equal to f of x plus 2, suppose. What it means that suppose y is equal to fx is a function which is like this. This is y is equal to f of x. Now y is equal to f of x plus 2 means this will be shifted by 2 units on the left. This is y is equal to f of x plus 2. What it means? That the vertex which is here at 0, now the vertex is at minus 2. So in general, if y is equal to f of x plus k graph you need to draw, then you will translate the graph of y is equal to f of x by k units to the left. If important point here is if k is greater than 0. Now, if k is less than 0, for example, if I give you another example that y is equal to f of x minus 3, what would be that? So for that, this graph will be shifted
Side.
3 units on the right side. So translate the graph, everything is same, of y is equal to f of x by k units to the right if k is less than 0. That is, in other words, we are subtracting something from x. So if you are changing y is equal to f of x to y is equal to f of x plus k, how will the graph transform? This is called transformation of graph. So you don't have to make another graph. You will just translate that graph by k units. If k is positive, to the left, if k is negative, to the right. So you can write this first.
Answer.
Okay. Now, second point here is if y is equal to f of x is a function, and you need to find a graph of y is equal to fx plus 5, suppose. Now here 5 is not added to x, but 5 is added to f of x. So if the graph of f of x is something like this is y is equal to f of x, then y is equal to f of x plus 5 will be shifted upward by 5 units because the output is added by 5 units. So suppose if it is passing initially at 0, 2, now it will pass at 0, 7. So there is a shifting of 5 units. Similarly, if y is equal to fx minus 4 is there, then that simply means that it will be shifted downwards. If it will shift downwards by 4 units, this is y is equal to f of x minus 4. So this point here is 0, 2 minus 4, that is minus 2. So you can consider the shape is not changing. It may be looking that the shape is getting changed, but shape is not changing. Shape is same. Shape is this way only. It is parallel. So it will be shifted by 4 units downward. So here we are adding to the output. Initially, we are adding or subtracting to the input. So what you will say that if y is equal to f of x plus k graph you need to draw, you will shift upward by k units if k is positive, and shift downward by k units if k is less than 0. Got it? Any doubt?
Sir, so if it's like, are these the same rules for in the slide, or I think this is different, right?
This is same.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, same rules.
Okay.
There all the rules are merged in one formula, but you won't be able to understand in one formula. So first we are doing it separately. Then we will merge them in one formula.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this was translation along x and transformation along y. Third rule is if you take y is equal to f of x and you multiply some value a to x, where a can be either greater than 1 or a could be between 1 and 0. So two situations may arise. For example, f of 2x, and here example f of x by 2. So if it is like f of 2x, so first let us see the original graph. The original graph is something like this, that it is this, and then further something also this, suppose like this. And this point is 1, this point is 2, point is 0, this point is -1. Now, if you want to draw for f of 2x, what will happen? This was f of x. This graph is for y is equal to f of x. Now you want to draw for y is equal to f of 2x. So what you have to do, you have to simply compress along the x-axis by 2 units. That means the graph would be so this is now half and this is -half. So the graph is compressed by 2 units along x-axis. Is it okay? 2 becomes 1, 1
yes.
becomes half.
So is that for 2x or x by 2?
This is for 2x. For x by 2, what will happen? This will get stretched. This will
by 2 units?
By 2 units along x-axis. So don't think that if it is getting multiplied, it will become a stretch. No, it will compress. There is reason behind that, but I'm not going into too much of detail. So if you draw the graph of f of x by 2, it will be like this, and then the space is not there, but it will again touch at 4. This is -2, this is 2. Is it okay? So here you can say that a stretch by a units if a is greater than 1, sorry, a is between 1 and 0, and compress by a units if a is greater than 1.
So what is the pink line in the graph?
Pink line, there is no pink line in the graph.
Sorry, I think gray in the graph.
Gray is the original graph, y is equal to fx.
That's f of x?
Yeah. Black is f of 2x and blue is f of x by 2.
Oh, okay. So that'll get stretched by 2 units.
Yeah, f of x by 2 will get a stretch by 2 units.
So in both directions, like in left and right, negative
Yeah.
n.
In both directions.
Is it the same for x by, sorry, 2x?
Yeah, for 2x, it will compress in both the directions.
Okay, yeah. Done, sir.
Okay, okay. Now, one more point here is, you can write it as a separate point also, that if f of x is given and you have to find f of minus x, then what you can do is, you can just take the reflection. For example, the graph is like this, like this, like this. This is the graph y is equal to f of x. And you want to draw the graph for y is equal to f of minus x. So what you will do, you will take the reflection about the y-axis. That means this, this, this is y is equal to f of minus x. So reflect about y-axis. Do you want to know the reason behind all of this? Should I tell you?
Is it complicated?
No, not complicated.
Okay, so then you can tell me.
Okay, so let us start from the first one. Just see here that easy way I am telling you, not so much complicated way, that this y is equal to f of x graph, if you see the original black graph.
Yeah.
So this point was at x is equal to 0. F of 0 was giving you some value. Suppose this value was L. It was giving L. Now, if it is asked f of x plus 2.
Plus 2.
So when you will get L from f of x plus 2? When you put x is equal to minus 2, so minus 2 plus 2 will become f of 0, and you will get L because f of 0 is L. So here x is 0, here x is minus 2. So that is why you have to get that L at minus 2. That means this is translated to minus 2, left side.
Yeah.
If you talk about f of x plus 3, when you will get L as f of x plus 3? So you have to put x as minus 3.
Minus 3.
Sorry, next one was f of x minus 3. No? Next example was x minus 3. So if you want to find for x minus 3, so you put x is equal to 3. So 3 minus 3 is f of 0, which is L. So here x is 3. That means this L will be obtained at x is equal to 3. So it is translated to the right. Got it? So in all the cases, you want to get L is equal to f of 0. You just change x. Somewhere x is equal to 0 will give you f of 0. Somewhere x is equal to minus 2 will give you. Somewhere x is equal to 3 will give you. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we move down?
Yes, sure.
Do you want to write it?
No, I understood.
Okay. Now, second one, here again, this was at 0, 2. F of 0 was 2. Now, what will be here if you put x as 0? What will be f of 0 plus 5? That will be 2 plus 5, that will be 7. So, of course, this will shift upward by 5 units, 7. It will pass to 7. What will be f of x minus 4? So, f of 0 minus 4. F of 0 is 2, 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So, this will shift downward by 4 units.
So do we put f of 0 as 2 or like will it be given it up?
Now, here it is given. Now. This is y is equal to f of x. And from the graph, we know at x is equal to 0, it is 2. This is from the original graph, fx graph. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we come to this stretching one or compressing one. What happens here? Suppose f of x is giving you some value at 1. Suppose that is L. Now you are asked to find the same value L for f of 2x. So you need to get f of 1. For that, x should be half, which will give you f of 1 is equal to L. So what you have put in here, that you have put in x as half, so that it will compensate the 2 and it will cancel it and you will get f of 1. So that is why when you are taking 2x, the x is becoming half of it, because you are now compressing, because extra 2 which is getting multiplied, you know, you need to compensate that 2. So you have to compress it. Got it?
Yeah.
Similarly, why it get stretched? Because when you divide by 2, you have to multiply by 2 also, that x will do, so it will stretch. Okay.
So can you explain this again? I don't understand this.
Okay. So what we are doing here, like L is equal to f of 1. Now this is f of 2x. Now how can you get f of 1? F of 2x as f of 1 when x is equal to half.
So, but where f of x is not only given as y, right? So,
Suppose this is L now. Suppose this is
okay.
any value. At
Yeah.
1 it is L. So this is f of x.
Yes.
This is when x is 1. So when f of 2x will be f of 1. Simply I'm writing on the left now.
Okay.
That has become so. If I'm saying f of x is f of 1, that is possible when x is equal to 1.
Z.
As simple
Okay.
as that.
Yeah.
You put x as 1. When is f of 2x is f of 1?
1 by
When
2,
x,
I think.
when x is 1 by 2, right?
Yeah.
So earlier the value which was coming at 1, now that value will come at half. So it got compressed. Got it?
Yeah.
Similarly, if it is f of x by 2, it will stretch.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here f of minus x, what is happening? For example, y is equal to f of 2 is there. And now you want to get the same value for f of minus x. So what you will put x as minus 2, so that you will get f of 2. So simple compensation is there. So x is now not 2 but minus 2.
Why is it minus 2, sir?
Because we want to get f of 2, which is from the original one.
Okay. Yeah.
Now f of 2, how do we get? From f of minus x. We need to put x is equal to minus 2.
Yes, sir.
So that is why the minus 2 will give you the output of 2. So it will get reflected about y-axis. Initially it was 2 here. It was minus 1 here, minus 2 here. Now what happened? That the output at minus 2 is now at 2 for f of minus x, and at 1 and here at minus 2.
Can I write it down?
Yeah. You don't have to go into so much of detail. You just need to know the basic principles of the results.
Okay. Done, sir.
Okay. So now one more thing. Y is equal to f of x is given. This is the last one, second last. So y is equal to a times f of x. Now a is getting multiplied to the output. Earlier it was multiplied to the x input. So what will happen here? That if the graph is something like this, suppose. So if suppose a is 2 times f of x you need to find. Then for this one, it will get stretched by 2 units along y-axis like this. So this is 2f of x. So this is 2 units. If this was 1, this is 2. So it will stretch by 2 units. If it is half, y is equal to half of f of x. So this we are talking about. So it will get diminished by half. So this point is half. So what will happen here is we can say if a is greater than 1, stretched along y by a units, and if a is between 1 and 0, compressed along y by a units. Even if the graph is some above the x-axis and below the x-axis, then also the same thing will happen. It will be stretched along y like this. This is y is equal to 2 of f of x. By 8 units or by 8 times you should write multiple of it.
That answer.
Okay, last one is y is equal to f of minus x. Sorry, f of minus x we did. If y is equal to f of x is given, y is equal to minus f of x. So minus is on the output. So if the graph is, suppose, like this, and this is y is equal to f of x, this graph, then y is equal to minus f of x is like this. Reflected about x-axis.
Yep, answer.
Okay. Now let us see all the points that are given in the slide regarding this graph of y is equal to a f of b x minus h plus k. So first point says if a is less than 0, negative, then fx is reflected in the x-axis. This is fx is reflected in the x-axis, which is true. As we studied just now, which is the sixth point, that if minus sign is outside the function, then it is reflected in the x-axis. Is it okay?
Yeah.
This minus here is multiplied to the output. Second one, fx is stretched vertically from the x-axis by a factor of mod a. fx is stretched vertically by a factor of mod a. So mod a they are generally taking because irrespective of the sign of a, whether it is positive or negative, they are talking about the magnitude. So mod A means the magnitude. So it is stretched vertically. Where is A? A is this multiplied with the output. So this A, when multiplied to this function outside, it is stretched vertically. So as we saw here in the fifth point, that it is stretched vertically if A is multiplied outside the function. Is it okay? So they have in two different points given it. When A is negative, it is reflected in the x-axis, which is the sixth point, and fx is stretched vertically by factor of mod A, that is fifth point. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
And here they have not given separate point. It simply means that if A is less than 1 and greater than 0, this will become that times less. That means it will get compressed. So they have given this in one statement, that is the stretching as well as the compressing. If A is greater than 1, it will become larger. If A is less than 1, it will become shorter. Have you got it? Have you got
Yeah.
it?
Yes, sir.
Third point. If B is less than 0, fx is reflected in the y-axis. This we also see. If B is less than 0, fx is reflected in the y-axis. So where B is here, B is actually multiplied to the input, not outside the function, but inside the function. So
So
we
that
know
is the third rule, one we wrote.
B is less than 0, fx is reflected in the y-axis. That was your
The third.
fourth rule. Negative is reflected along the y-axis.
So isn't that? Oh yeah, negative. Okay, yeah, negative. Yes, sir.
Or negative. Now fourth one is fs is stretched horizontally from the y-axis by factor of
So
mod B.
sorry, can't it be the third rule as well? The one we wrote. Third?
That we will see in fourth.
Okay.
Fx is stretched horizontally. There in third, they are only considering the sign. In fourth, they are
Okay.
considering the value. Is stretched horizontally by a factor of
Yeah.
1 by mod B. So
Yeah.
just see the difference of second and fourth. In second, it is stretched vertically by a factor of mod A, whereas here it is stretched horizontally by a factor of 1 by mod B. So that is what we studied, that in fifth one, when we are doing vertical, then if A is greater than 1, then it is stretched. When A is between 1 and 0, then it is compressed. Whereas when it is about input, third point, if A is greater than 1, then it is compressed. And if A is between 1 and 0, then it is stretched, just opposite. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So that is why here they are saying that if you take the coefficient of x b here as greater than some 1, then it will be compressed. So that concept can be written like this, that it is stretched horizontally by a factor of 1 by mod b. If b is greater than 1, the reciprocal will be less. So obviously it will got compressed. And if it is less than 1, then its reciprocal will be greater than 1. Then it will be stretched. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Now, fifth point, fx is translated horizontally by h units. So it means to the right. That is what we studied, because here we are doing x minus h. So if we are subtracting, then it will translate it to the right. If we will add, it will translate to the left.
Yeah.
So obviously H is positive, then it is right. H is negative, then it is left. Then last one, Fx is translated vertically, that is upward, by k units. So here what we are doing, here we are adding k. So if we are adding k, it will go up. And if k is negative, then it will go down. So all those rules which we have studied separately, they have given in one slide. Either you can remember it like this, but I prefer remembering it separately.
Okay. Yeah, I think that is easier.
Yeah.
This is a lot more complicated.
Yeah, here it is getting a little bit complicated.
Yes. Yeah, so
Okay.
1 minute, sir. I will be back. Just a minute.
Sorry.
I'll be back, sir. Just a minute.
Okay. Okay. So now, if you come to mapping rule, you can just see here that what they are talking about is in A of f of b of x minus h plus k. F, this is y. So here they are saying that x will be written as 1 by b x plus h and y will be written as ay plus k. So you can just see over here that this is how the transformation is working. That if you inside bx minus h. So bx minus h, when you will apply this transformation, so you will write b and x is 1 by bx plus h and then minus h. So this will become HH cancel, B into 1 by BX, B cancel, and you get X. So the input will be same as X if you replace X by 1 by BX plus H. Replace x by 1 by b x plus h, this x by 1 by b x plus h. Then you can see, then when you do this x you replace 1 by b x plus h. So over, finally you will get x. Okay. We'll see questions, then we'll see the application also.
Can I write this down?
Yeah, you can write it.
So in this one, there's half 1 by b plus h. So is that what?
The 1 by b x plus.
Okay, yeah. And so
Okay, and y is not so complicated. A into this y plus k, that is y.
okay.
Now let us see question, because the rules we now know. Just apply it in a question. So if we see here, describe the transformations and then transform the function y is equal to minus 1 by 3 x plus 2 whole cube minus 1. So the original function from where it has come is the function y is equal to x cube. X cube, y is equal to x cube is the original function where it has come. Satya, you might be seeing somewhere else. Are you focusing here?
Yes, sir.
There are some friends who are around right now,
No, sir.
relatives come to
Yeah.
visit. Okay. No issue. So y is equal to x cube is a graph which is like this. Okay. So this is y is equal to x cube. Now this graph after transformation, how it will look? And the transformation equation is this one. Y is equal to minus 1 by 3 x plus 2 whole cube minus 1.
So plus 2, x plus 2 won't move towards the left.
correct? By 2 units.
Yeah.
So let us first move it to the left by 2 units. So it will be
Yeah.
like this, and it will pass through minus 2 comma 0.
So minus 2 and 0.
Yeah, it was earlier 0 comma 0.
So then minus
Then
1.
minus 1. Okay, so minus 1 will make it uh, mirror image about the x-axis, right? So this will be like this. This is the graph of. So let us write one by one. This was y is equal to x cube. This black one is y is equal to x plus 2 whole cube. Then this green one is y is equal to minus x plus 2 whole cube. Is it okay?
So how do we get the minus x plus 2? Isn't it
Uh,
supposed to be,
just see the points which we did.
yeah. Yeah, so
If
minus of f of x is reflected about the x-axis.
yes,
Okay, so then, so minus 1 by 3 x
minus is
plus,
gone. Now let us talk about by 3.
okay, so by 3. So won't that be stretched
Horizontally
by
or vertically?
along the x-axis, right?
No, along the y vertically.
So won't this be y equals f of ax?
No, a of fx.
You know?
X is not multiplied with 1 by 3, but x plus 2 whole cube is multiplied with 1 by 3. The function x cube is there, and you are not writing it as 1 by 3 x cube. X is not multiplied with 1 by 3. Rather, the output is getting multiplied with 1 by 3.
So
It will be vertical stretch or compress. Now, what will it be? Stretch or compress?
will it be stretched?
No. Since you are multiplying with a value which is less than 1, 1 by 3 is between 1 and 0. So it will get compressed. So the graph will be now like this. If you want to show the point where it is cutting the y-axis, you can show it. So it is x is equal to 0. This is 0 comma 8, and this point here is 0 comma minus 8, and here it is divided by 3, so it will be, the point here will be 0 comma minus 8 by 3. Let me show it by another color, which is too light. Is compressed by 3 units. Is it okay?
So for 1 by, so what happens to the minus 1 by 3?
Minus acted separately, 1/3 acted separately.
So then what happens to the minus one on the left?
Now,
On the
minus
right
1 is
side?
remaining. Till here we have done.
Okay.
It's not so clear. So the point where it is intersecting the y-axis is 0, comma minus 8/3. Okay. Now minus 1. So this will be shifted downward by 1 unit. It will get shifted downward by 1 unit. So when you shift it downward, so when you will shift it by 1 unit, it will be like this. Like this. So the final graph is like this, and the point where it is intersecting the y-axis will become 0, comma minus 8/3 minus 1 will be minus 11/3. And the point here will be when you put y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0, you will put minus 1/3 x plus 2 whole cube minus 1. So 1, 3 is equal to x plus 2 whole cube. So x will be minus 2 plus cube root of 3. You don't have to find this point, but anyways, I have it. So this is the final graph. This blue graph which is coming is the final graph. It is intersecting y-axis at 0, comma minus 11/3. Now you can see and check, cross-check with the answer there. Step by step we have done. See all the steps. First x cube was there, then x plus 2 whole cube is there, then minus of x plus 2 whole cube is there, then minus 1/3 x plus 2 whole cube is there, then finally minus 1/3 x plus 2 whole cube minus 1 is there. So starting from the first graph, then second, third, fourth, fifth graph is your answer. If you want to spend some time with your relatives, cousins, maybe cousins have come or who have come.
No, just my aunt.
Hmm?
My aunt, sorry.
Sorry.
My aunt.
Oh. So next question you can do right now, or if you want to do later, you can do later also. Both options are there.
So, but I didn't understand this, I think, because
Just
confused.
see this, try to see all the steps. I'm again telling you,
Okay.
fresh here. Just see here.
Yeah, but the answer same, they've got the same. 0 and minus 11/3
One.
and so should I screenshot? Because I think it's different how they wrote it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, this is how they have written. They have not done the transformation. They have just simply written x as x minus 2 and the values, plotted the values. And then those things they have written correctly. What is the need of the value? I don't think there is any need of the value. Why to waste time in so much of calculation? We have already the transformation part. This below thing in 4 steps, they have written it. We know x cube, then why to write these values?
Okay. Yeah.
What we have done here is simply done it. You can write the values also, but that is a wastage now, time wastage. So what was happened that x cube graph was known to us. This was, just see here, I'm drawing it fresh. So this was x cube graph. This is known to us. We come to x plus 2 whole cube. So as you said, we shifted it by 2 units. So this is y is equal to x plus 2 whole cube. So the point here was 0, the point here is minus 2. And the point here becomes 8. Because 0 plus 2 whole cube will be 2 cube, which will be 8. Now we come to minus of x plus 2 whole cube. So when we take minus of x plus 2 whole cube, we take the reflection about the x-axis. So this would be like this. It is little bit more steeper here. Like this. So this is y is equal to minus x plus 2 whole cube. And this is not intersecting at minus 8 to the y-axis. Till here it is clear?
Yes, sir. This was fine.
Now 1 by 3. You multiply by 1 by 3. So it will be compressed vertically because 1 by 3 is a value which is between 1 and 0. And it is getting multiplied to the output, not to the x. It is not x by 3. It is x plus 2 whole cube minus 1 by 3. So through the output it is multiplying. It is multiplying outside the cube. So it will be compressed vertically. So it will go like this. Now this point here will be, so this is minus 1 by 3. So this will be minus 8 by 3. 3 times it will compress. So this is y is equal to minus 1 by 3 x plus 2 whole cube. Minus we acted separately, 1 by 3 acted separately. Then we come to minus 1. That is minus x plus 2 whole cube 1 by 3 minus 1. This is what we have done. So we shifted it downwards by 1 unit. It was minus 1, no? Yeah, it was minus 1. So she shifted it downwards by 1 unit, not this much. 1 unit is this much only. Minus 8 by 3 minus 1 you will do minus 11 by 3. So this point is 0, comma minus 11 by 3. So this is the final.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Got it?
Mm. So can you show the top? I do not write it down.
Above graph.
Yeah. No, the writing part for this.
Writing part, you can just, as we said now, first step, move, translate. The word is translate. So translate horizontally to the left by 1 unit, by 2 unit. This is what we did first. Next, we took the reflection about x-axis, then that was green one, then this red one is purple one, or the red one is compress, or in their words you can say, because they are using a stretch, if you use compress you will say 3 units, they will say a stretch, you will say 1/3 units. So a stretch vertically along y-axis by 1/3 times. If you say compress, then you will say by 3 times. Compress means already you are compressing it 3 times. If you are saying a stretching, then you will say 1/3 times. So both will be 1. And then last one is shift downward by 1 unit.
Yeah. So should I draw all the lines or should I only draw that blue line?
It is better to draw all the lines. I would suggest it is helpful for you also and for the person who is checking. I'm
Okay.
coming in a minute.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Satya.
Done, sir.
Okay. So you want to do this one also right now? You want to do later?
So I will try it later, sir.
You will do
In,
later. Hmm?
we can start the other topic. I think that I'll try myself.
One day, two topics. It is quite difficult. Which is the next topic? Can you tell? Sure. Otherwise, let us do this question only because it gets mixed up.
Yeah. 1 minute, sir. Sure.
If it is related topic, then it is okay. But if it is little different and fresh topic, then the mindset changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Factoring. Okay, this is another topic. This is not related to graphs. Just move the slide. Factoring polynomials. Okay. Okay.
As example, and
Hmm. This is another topic altogether. Let us do that question only.
okay, sir. Then we will continue that.
Yeah, we'll finish that. That would be better. And we'll start this topic in tomorrow's class. And it will also help you in applying this concept which you have just done. So here y is equal to, I want you to do it first, and then you can try, and we can discuss it. Minus 2x plus 4 to the power 4 minus 5. So first I will tell you the original function which is being used. Y is equal to
Yes.
x to the power 4. That graph is simply like this. Just like x square graph, little steeper. So this is the graph of y. From here, you have to find the graph of this one and step by step showing all the graphs, all the graphs which are coming in between. So one thing you will do it on paper and you will take the photo of that and you can attach in the chat and set. So there is an option what I do generally, I take the photo and I WhatsApp to any other number, and on web.whatsapp.com it comes. Then I download it and then I attach it to the chat box through the file on my computer.
Okay. Yeah, I try doing that.
So you can do like that. You can share what you have worked. We can now discuss it. Do you need to discuss any points so you can ask?
Sir, I only got the -4 point. I didn't get the other point. So
You got
because
minus?
it moves to the left -4, right? Because of x plus 4.
What is the first graph that you are drawing?
The first graph I wrote it as moving it towards the left, -4.
Correct. By 4 units, right?
Yeah, 4 units.
So this would be a graph which would be something like this. This is what you are getting.
Yeah.
So this was y is equal to x to the power 4, and this
And
is
then
y
we
is
have
equal to
AX as well, right?
x. That will be later, x plus 4 to the power. So this is fine. Now,
So now -2x.
so first let us see minus.
Okay.
What will that do?
Will it like extend the graph something?
Minus f of minus x. What will happen? See the points which we did.
It will reflect about the y-axis.
If we reflect about the y-axis. So won't it be something like this? This and this. So this will be now 4 here,
Plus 4, yeah.
reflection. And you can also mark this point because this point is 0 at 0. This will be 4 to the power 4, 4, 4, 16, 4, 64, 4, 256. So this will be 2 above the y-axis, but still we are just showing it for the sake of the point 0, 256. Now, so this graph is y is equal to minus x plus 4 to the power 4. Next,
Then now we have -2x. Sorry, 2x.
that is
2x.
2. We will multiply 2 to it.
Okay.
What will happen if we multiply 2 to the input? What happens?
It will get compressed by 2 units.
It will compress by 2 units horizontally. So this will be like this. Something like this. Okay.
So, but yeah.
Minus 2x plus 4 to the power 4. Next,
-5.
it will be compressed by 2 units horizontally. That is fine. But at 0, it will still be intersecting it at 256. So it would be, ideally, it would be like this. You are compressing it along the x-axis, right?
Yeah.
So at 0, it is 256. So it has to go there. Oh, sorry, a mistake we have done. Along the x, when it is getting compressed, then what it means is it is passing through 0, 256. But now this is at 2, and this would be like, is it so? 2, 0. This will be the graph of y is equal to minus 2x plus 4 to the power 4. This is the compression. Okay.
Okay.
Now -5.
-5. So which rule will we use that for?
Let's see.
Is it y equals a fx?
No, a is not getting multiplied. It is -5. Something is getting subtracted or added.
So will it be? mm, oh yeah. So it'll be y f of x minus 5.
Yeah,
So it'll go up.
no,
No,
up,
it'll go towards the bottom.
yeah, down
Shift downwards
by
by
5 units.
units.
So when you shift downward, there is not much space. So I'm drawing it here. When it will shift downwards, it would be, no, not like this. So the points will be now, this point will be, which was 2 comma 0 will be 2 comma 0 minus 5 will be -5. And this point will be 0 comma 256 minus 5 will be 251. So this is the final graph. You can check it.
Yeah, yes, sir. They got the similar graph. No, theirs is only on the first quadrant.
Not below.
No, it's not starting from the second quadrant. It's starting from the first quadrant and going to the fourth quadrant and coming back to the first quadrant. Can I screen share?
Yeah, this is what happening here also. Share. You have not drawn the full graph, might be. They'll
No,
stretch it.
oh,
That part they have not drawn, maybe. Oh, this is wrong graph they have drawn. This cannot be vertical like this. Who has made it?
so this is wrong.
Yeah, this cannot be vertical line. They have made a vertical line. I don't know how they have made. There is a video also based on this.
Yeah, this is the video, sir. They didn't.
Why they have drawn a graph which is very random. It is not clear.
1 minute, sir. So can you hear?
Yeah, I can.
No, not me. The video.
1/2. So positive a half plus 2 is 5/2.
That is the value.
1
That is
plus
what
2 is 1.
Um,
Minus so that should be some new points then. Skip for the x's. I'll do the same thing as before.
Ideally, what they have done here, because this value here is, they are also not wrong. What is the point here is, since the value over here, because I'm more interested in values, as you can see, this value 251 is very large value. This 251 is a very large, and this 2 is a small value, -5 is a small value. So if you ideally draw this graph, what will happen, that it would be something like this, that this is 2 comma -5 like this, and then the graph would be something like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and very at infinity it will just at 0 comma 251 it will intersect the y-axis, and here also it will be similarly. So they may have considered that a scaling. I have not considered that as scaling. I was more interested in the points. So it is okay, no issue. Is it clear? Conceptually, it is clear now.
Mm, kind of.
If you'll come to questions that they give, so they won't exactly give this type of questions where very infinity it is intersecting or something. You will come to know that what would be the situation.
Okay. That answer.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay.